Well, I can speak from personal experience. My boys are really excited about it. I was explaining to them how it works and that it's basically a World Cup, but for club teams. And for young kids in our country, they're watching all of these stars from around the world. And the star is almost as big as the team in their eyes, but now they're realizing, oh, their team is now coming. So Erling Haaland's team comes, and we get to see him in person, but also the team. So I think it's a huge opportunity for us as Americans to continue to grow the sport. So when I was 12 years old, the World Cup was in America in '94, and I went to watch Argentina play Romania. And up until that point, I had never seen soccer on TV. I had played my whole childhood, but I'd never understood that there was something more. And watching that World Cup match opened my eyes to the sport in a way that had never been opened. So I think similarly, this summer, next summer with the World Cup coming, Club World Cup this year, World Cup next year, people's eyes are going to be open for the first time to this sport, and we're going to create tens of millions of new fans. Yeah, all the former players are jealous that this tournament is here because American teams never had the opportunity to play in the previous iteration of this tournament. Now American teams will always be in this tournament. And so I would have taken great pride in that. I know all the former players would take great pride in that, and we're excited. I'm really excited to see how this plays out this summer. It's still novel, so nobody knows what to expect, but I'm excited to watch and follow and see how it develops. I actually think it's more important for the smaller clubs globally to come here and compete. When, I considered ourselves in Major League Soccer one of those smaller leagues, right? And so when we had the opportunity to play against the big dogs, it was a huge source of pride to try to show that we were capable at that level. And the beauty of this tournament is there are going to be players and teams from all over the globe come here. They see it as a huge opportunity for themselves, for their clubs, for their cities, and in some cases for their country. And that's what makes this really unique, very similar to a World Cup, and it's a huge opportunity. I think there's a good chance that a player we're not well aware of, or maybe the rest of the world isn't well aware of, maybe an Inter Miami player or a Seattle Sounder player, are going to show up and perform in a way that nobody expected. Similarly, players from other countries who people aren't aware of might show up and make a name for themselves. And that's the beauty of this tournament, just like a World Cup. Every time a World Cup is played, there are a few players who burst onto the scene that nobody knew about. And the same thing's going to happen this summer. In 2009, I was at Bayern Munich, and there was some talk of, can I stay, should I stay? I remember vividly one of the directors or something said, well, why would we keep this American when we have this young kid in the academy coming through who's going to be an amazing player? And at the time I was like, whatever. It turns out that was Thomas Müller, so I think they made the right choice. He's been absolute legend for that club and for Germany. Really special for him, regardless of what he does next, that he gets the opportunity here in America. So many Bayern Munich fans here in America that want to see him and get to see him go out and perhaps go out a champion.
Para ver más, suscríbete al canal de Fox Deportes en YouTube.